Welcome everyone to Neverwinter on PC. My name is Rainer and today we're going to take a first glance at MOD15 and in specific the Profession rework. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you would like to see more information and videos about Neverwinter, hit the subscribe button. Before we start with the video, I want to talk about the recent events that have happened around the exploit in the Barovian hunts. Many people have been banned. I will stay objective about the whole subject. I did not use the exploit, but the community definitely took a big hit here. Some big content creators have received bans, some of them even permanent bans. But also many casual players have received bans, so it hasn't been a good day for Neverwinter. As I said, today's topic is the Neverwinter Professions rework. MOD15 has brought a lot more, of course, but I will talk about those changes in another video. In this video, I will walk you guys through the Professions changes and will try to answer as many questions in this video as I can. There's a lot to talk about, so let's start. After MOD15 hits, the N or Professions menu will not work anymore. Well, at first. Pressing it will give you a message that you need to go to Nox to learn about workshop opportunities. Other changes, before we accept the quest, other changes regarding professions can be seen in your professions toolbox, as it's now called. It's your professions tab and then toolbox. Old assets have turned into these bills of labor, and tools are now stackable. They will not stack automatically, but if you sort, they will be stacked. In the materials section, in the materials satchel, you now, instead of uncommon items, have these brown items. I think, but I'm not 100% sure yet, that these are obsolete items and that we will be able to exchange these items later on for other items, but we'll get back to that later on. Other than that, there was one other fear or question: what happens with the old profession bags? This is still the gear, but your profession bags that you got from the old professions system, they will still stay in your inventory, so nothing changes here. They will be exactly the same as before. That's so far what we can say at this point about professions. Let's get the quest from Nox. So it's workshop opportunity. You get a workshop contract which goes into your I think if you get it into your special items, but yeah, the workshop can be found here. So in this corner, I didn't really recognize it from the block that we talked about last video, but yeah, it's back there. So let's walk there. There we go. Get a cutscene. Someone is being fired. But yeah. This is kind of an intro that there are artisans which will actually work for you in this workshop. But we'll get to that in a second. Alright, let's get off the T-Rex. I can get in, enter the workshop, get a small cutscene of the upstairs area where I didn't find a use for yet, and here's the downstairs area. Alright, so first of all, we have to talk to this guy, and we basically take over the workshop because this guy is kind of done with the work. Alright, oh, he's the owner and he doesn't want to lead it. The first thing that we have to do here is talk to these guys and then figure out which one you want as your support. I don't think it really matters that much. I took this one before, but let's take Nikla. So you can talk to them and they have all have something to say and they have a personal characteristic. Once again, I don't know if it really matters that much, but let's go with another one. Let's see if it makes any difference. So that was this quest, very short, and now I get this workshop contract. As I said here in this, we will get more items in there, by the way. Alright, here's Nikla. And this is already a change from before. When we start out here, we have to choose a profession, and you will get some starting gear for that one profession. Before, you had a level 0 recipe or task that gave you some basic, gave you an asset to that work for you. This is a little bit changed, so now if you pick a profession, you will get some items to level up that profession a bit. I took jewel crafting before, but I think if you start out and you have not leveled anything yet, it's best to take blacksmithing. Why? With blacksmithing, you have the ability to craft tools for other professions and also for blacksmithing, I guess. So, and that's kind of essential to level up your profession. Maybe in the end you can also buy them. Maybe if you have all skills already maxed, it doesn't really matter. But let's take blacksmithing now. I'm certain. Okay. Now I get my materials. At least I get a bag, starter kit, and I get some tools. I get some resources. This all goes in here, I guess. Yeah. So based on what your highest level profession is and also your personal level, you will get quests here. Because I already had maxed professions, I will get some quests here already. I don't know, at this point, can I already see it? No. At this point on the previous server, they made it so that your profession level is only half of what it should be. So I will not get all quests immediately. Let's learn how to run the workshop. Okay, accept. And we start out by hiring some people to work for you, artisans. So this is new. Before you could just buy people. Some color. Here in this menu, you can manage your artisans, which I don't have yet. When you started, you can hire 4. We have a blacksmith, of course, because we took blacksmithing. And each artisan has a couple of statistics. That's proficiency, which tells you whether making the recipe will work or not. You have focus. Higher focus means whether you get a normal result or a +1 result. I'm not sure whether there's also a +2 result in the end. I only saw a +1 or normal. Then you have the commission multiplier, which makes your professions cheaper or more expensive. I think a higher percentage is worse. Should be if it's a multiplier. So this should be as low as possible, I think, and speed multiplier, of course, is the same as before. Higher is better. And then Each artisan also has a special skill. 10% chance to negate the commission cost at the start of recipe. This one doesn't seem that bad. This one you can see is a bit cheaper to run. It's also a bit slower. In case of failure, you have a chance to get your stuff back. Basically, at the start, you can have 32 artisans. When you upgrade your workshop, which I get back to later, you can hire more. At least that's what I think. Let's hire an adventurer and another adventurer. So adventurers are for gathering. And then you can see here all the professions. We have 2 artisans in the gathering, and we have 2 artisans in the blacksmithing. So these are adventurers, but here they're called artisans for some reason. Anyway, so we did what we had to do. Press I to open your inventory to open the starter pack. Items, tab, inventory, and open the profession starter kit. Where is it? It's not even in here. Is it in here? Go to the items tab of your inventory and open the profession starters kit. Okay, nice. It's not even here. Maybe it's here after I do this. Consult your retainer, complete. I don't see it. Is it somewhere else? No. Craft an item at the work table. So, I don't know what this this is about. So this is the work table. This is basically the new end menu. At some point you will be able to open this end menu also via the end button to not have to go in this workshop. You can see the recipes here. You can also see higher level recipes, and you can even set it that you can see future recipes, including masterwork. So even if you don't have masterwork yet, I think you can already see it here. Does this? I think this character had masterwork, but I also did this on a character that didn't have masterwork, and one second, let's click through this. Need to assign an artisan to craft item. Use the artisan button to select one. Where's the... Use the artisan button to select one. Oh, of course, I have to go to my task. Blacksmith, tool, and then you can see we have 400 morale, and you can instant craft things. Now it doesn't work because the tutorial is still active. Yeah, and then you can see we crafted an item directly. If you use morale, you can also order it, and then it will take a little bit longer. Here you can see what I said. Proficiency is the chance to be successful in making the recipe, and this is very quickly above 100%. So it comes from your artisan and your tool, and you can also sometimes add supplements to get the chance even higher. But as you can see, I'm already 100, and focus actually raises all the time. No, it actually is also stat based. Focus, yeah, 66 and 65. And if this is higher, this is basically your chance of getting a +1 version of the result. You can have +1 versions of items, which give better stats, but you can have +1 versions also of resources. As you can see here, you have copper ore here and a tin ore that you use for this recipe. You can use the normal quality items of these materials, but you can also use the high quality. Doing this will also increase probably proficiency and focus. I'm not 100% sure. Also, this bronze ingot task cost 36 copper to do it once. So crafting is not free anymore. It will always cost some gold. Now typically gold is not a big deal. Here you can see actually we got a +1 version of the bronze ingot, which is not bad. For some reason I can't use my forge hammer here. I thought it was possible. Yeah, I have a forge hammer. This item is not equipable. Okay, I have to figure that out still. Anyway, so we crafted an item as he asked. Now he's talking about restoring the morale. So you have morale. You started with 400. Every start of the day it's back at 400. So you can either use the 400 every day or immediately upgrade it back to full. I cannot show that right now. But you can also upgrade it back to full with AD or add some morale with AD. I will show you that when the tutorial's over. So the next step is getting your adventurers. So you're gathering your leadership guys to do stuff. Dispatch board, so it's basically the same as the recipe thing. You pick an adventurer, or you give him a tool based on what you want it to do. So you have here you have the levels again. As I said, you don't go to max right now on preview, but on when the patch is complete, we will start out at level 70 if you have your professions maxed. So if you have leadership maxed, gathering will be level 70. Deer antler. So based on which recipe you take, if you go hunting for deer, you need a crossbow. If you go pick some flowers, you need a scythe to this is probably also the scythe. Then you have oysters, then you need a bucket, etc, etc. Tarantula, you need a net. So let's do this for instance. You can tell an adventurer to do this. It will also cost money, and this one cannot be rushed. So gathering tasks always have to be ordered. The nice thing here is you can say, I want to do this task 10 times or 1 time or 3 times, but you can also say do it as long as possible. As many as possible doesn't mean unlimited. It is going to fill up a chest. And if the chest is full, of course, these tasks will stop. Let's do a quick one. These are all 1 hour. Let's do copper ores, 10 minutes. We put an adventure on it. Crossbow, 5 minutes. Because that adventure is quick, or maybe it's quicker. Speed multiplier 75, no, also 75, okay. Okay, this one we cannot do because we only have 1 crossbow. We have a bucket, let's do this one. It doesn't matter that much, order, okay. So 2 are going now. You can see here the progress if you want. You can also see the progress in this chest. What? Okay, this is just odd. Ah, this is of course stuff that I was producing when my character was copied. Yes, okay. So if you were still producing something in your professions and you're wondering where that has gone, it's actually in the delivery box. So when MOD15 hits, your current productions are gone and everything is put in there. So here you can see what you're actually producing as well. You can also see that you have a limited amount of slots, and these slots will be increased whenever your workshop levels up, and that's also something that we will get back to later. So okay, wait for the gathering task to complete. Okay, it's still asking me to open a pack that I don't have. That's so odd. Anyway, let's ignore. 3 minutes. I will cut this part out. So while we're waiting for these professions, we can also go over some questions. There were questions, what does gathering actually produce? We can go in here, unlock the future recipes. You can see there's also masterwork, but this is all empty at the moment. Charlton is also empty. If we go to the highest level, you can see that you can make raw emeralds. And is just a material for crafting. So this is not RP, this is not RP. The RP is actually created in jewel crafting, I think. And gathering is just gathering resources. It's all resources as far as I know. And commissions for gathering are really, really high. So yeah, that's not cool. But what you can do is, for example, gather these raw black opals. Then you do need to level up jewel crafting on your back tunes, and then maybe you can make black opals there. It's going to be a puzzle. But the leveling tasks have changed quite a bit. And there are no more bags in here. Oh, these are the gathering tasks sorted by type. Substance gathering task. Okay, this is everything else. Okay. Let's see how far are we here. Oh, still something to go. So if we go in here, for instance, jewel crafting, I think, yeah, here you can see you can make an amethyst. You need raw amethyst and siltstone whetstone. Siltstone whetstone, yeah, I said that right. And you have rings here, for example. I don't want to see that. I want to see the stats. So this is a ring for level 33. And as you can see, it's a level 106. The stats are still not that fantastic. But yeah, you can already make some rings at start. You also have white pearls here, which are not that fantastic. Well, you can also make these. Oh, you can also make quartz, which is 1 RP still. Yep, 1 RP. And as you can see, also these professions all take gold. So I hope you have a lot of gold left over from the old professions. If so, you can use that here. All right. As you can see here, this animal hide is finished. We can collect it. Everything is done, will be collected. Let's wait for 7 more seconds until this is also done. And as you can see, because I set it to continuously, the artisans will actually just continue making another one and another one. until the box is full, and then the tasks stop. So we finished that quest. Now we got some more tools, We got this recipe book, and I think this means that our end button works now, but not in the workshop, because you have to go to the work table for that. But I think right now we can see all the tasks. We cannot remotely craft yet or order stuff, because that requires us to make a sending stone, and sending stone you get when you have a crafting task at levels 50. You get a quest in here to earn your sending stone. So next quest, clean up and repair your workshop. So we are going to upgrade it now. To upgrade it, you typically need to get some supplies. Material supplier, so that guy is here still. Same guy. High quality materials. Consult your retainer. And he wants one of these items made. So let's see what we can make with blacksmithing. Let's see. Do note that all of these items are +1 items, so you do need to get the high quality rewards. No, I don't need to consult my retainer again. So blacksmithing is level 17. What can we make? High quality bronze ingots? No. Iron ingots probably. Yeah, iron ingot. We have to be level 16. We are, but we need to have iron ore for it. On preview you can get some stuff here. I don't think that's available on the real server. Let's get the iron ore. This one. Let's just get a couple. And now the fun stuff starts. We need to get how many iron ores? We need to get 3 times the +1 iron ingot. And if we go in here, artisan, level 5 blacksmith, we take this, you can see that our chance to get a +1 item is 0%. That's because of our tool, which is pretty bad, and our dude is also pretty bad. What we didn't do yet is use our stuff in here, stuff from before the mod hit. How do we use that? We go talk to this guy again and say, I want to exchange all Proficiency items. Okay. Exchange old. Let's do assets first. So you'll see you can exchange a lot here, and actually the labor guys, so the assets from before, the workers, actually give a lot of these credits. So let's exchange all of this. It's 2 of these, 2 of these. The small ones actually don't give that much. The epic tools also give a lot. Let's exchange all of them because we cannot use them anymore in here. It's all new tools. Even the push cards. I'm going to exchange everything in here. And as you can see, I have quite a bit of this trade credit. I already know it's quite a bit because I saw the prices before. And I will show you that you can get quite some stuff with this. Let's just get rid of everything. Alright, well, there's some stuff left over, so these things actually are still usable, I think, depending on the recipe. If we go back to this guy and we say buy new assets, you can see that an adamantine alembic, for example, which is used for alchemy, is also 5,000. And I think all the expensive things are 5,000 maximum. We need, well, this is used for gathering, I guess. It's called collecting here. Crossbow also hunting. Hunting. We need something for blacksmithing. This one. So we get the high quality hammer here. Is there more? It's adventuring. Round knife. Tailor. Net. Okay, I think that's it. So now we have a better tool. And if we use this same level 5 artisan, and by the way, this artisan actually levels while it's creating tasks. If you use this adamantine hammer, you can see that your focus actually is at 100%. And this means that if we craft now, we will get the +1 version. We need 3. And this is enough to actually hand over the iron ingots. Now we get a package. We have to give it to the material supplier again. Brought the materials, okay. Return to the workshop. Let's go back in here. Okay, we talk to this guy. And we get workshop upgrade supplies. We have to talk to this guy first. So how do I upgrade the workshop? We go to our desk again. So also where we hire artisans. There are no new applications. So these come in randomly. But here the bottom button says upgrade to level 2. Click and that's it already. There's also a rank 3 and 4 as far as I know. Rank 3 you unlock at level 60 and rank 4 I think at level 70, but rank 3 is bugged at the moment, so we cannot get that yet. There's also premium applications. Probably you can get some better artisans here because these are all starting at level 1 and are all uncommon. But I've also seen that you can get some better artisans. Let me see. Okay, also buy artisans here. No. Oh yeah, we can also show this now. So as I said, you use morale if you rush tasks. And you can replenish that with by 300 by throwing a party. So here one morale is 180, here also, and this also. So it is all 180 each per morale that you want to run. Not sure if it's worth it, but maybe if you want to rush some professions, you can use that. So let's go in here. I want to exchange materials, and as you can see, as I thought, all the brown materials in here, all the brown materials that I had, so a lot of materials are now obsolete. So we can also sell them and then buy other materials in exchange for all this stuff. So this is enough for now. Buy new materials. So you can see, I guess these are all the materials that you have now. And the maximum price is about 20. Let me see, can you actually also... No, there's no refinement points near. Because refinement points, so like paradox, quartz, even black opals, I think, are all used in some of the profession tasks. Okay, let's look in here, because my adventures have been working. As you can see, they made some stuff, actually a +1, collect all, and continue. Next up, upgrades, further upgrades, okay. This doesn't matter what you say here. We have to go to Lady Begum. And this lady is close to the auction house stand. I don't know how you call that exactly. There's another short clip again. We cannot skip this. Everyone seems to be angry at artisans. Rough treatments. Carmela. Okay. Peeking around the corner, but I'm actually on my T-Rex. So we go in here, we talk to Marielle Begum. Yeah. What can I do for you? I'm looking to sell my wares, credit, and here you can actually get company credit. You can have a maximum of 10 million, okay. So you can sell items that you have for credit. So let's sell some of this. Is this 900 each? Quicksilver? Wow. Okay. You can also sell any tools. Sometimes you can sell items. And I am not 100% sure yet what you can buy with this, but you need to have 500,000 of these to upgrade your workshop to rank 3. So that is what you need it for anyway. Other than that, I don't think there's a buy option, at least yet. Maybe in the future. Return to the workshop. Oh, I have to be at this guy again. Done. And here you can see at level 40 I will get the next quest. I don't remember anymore what that quest was, but it doesn't matter. So if your character's level 40, most people are that, they're level 70, and level 14 any profession. If you come from level 25, you will have that, but right now for preview, they want to test the leveling, so we are a little bit lower. But if both of them are at least 40, you will get the next quest, and then at 50-50, the next one, 60-60, the next one, 70-70, the next one. As I said, at level 50, you get a quest to get your sanding stone, and at level 60, you get a quest to upgrade your workshop to rank 3. So you can also order the tasks like this here. Oh yeah, you can also order as many as possible, but that also means that it will fill up this delivery box. As you can see, the delivery box doesn't have a lot of slots. I have the upgrade to level 2 now, and it opened up quite some slots. I would be surprised if rank 3 would open only 2 or 1, and rank 4 also 1. So maybe this field is going to get bigger. If you're going to use a lot of back tunes, the smartest thing to do is probably take tasks that take a long time to do, and yeah, should make quite some profit. But this is a really big puzzle. So tools, as I said at the start, blacksmithing is a good idea to get first if you don't have a lot of assets from pre-mod 15 to upgrade your tools for all the professions, because you can make iron tools here. Somehow this doesn't work, which already give you some extra proficiency and focus. Then here you can make the steel ones. Here you can make still steel, mithril, black iron, which is also better. Level 60, yeah. And in the end you can make adamantine tools. And you have some Cholton stuff. Not everything is filled in yet, but yeah. Some masterwork things are still filled in, so you can still make your potions, your effervescent potions. Oh, here's actually 4 and 5 are also filled in. So here are also your luminescent potions of force, if you want to make those. So let me see, are there any more questions I need to answer? I showed you the repeating. Professions cost gold, not AD, but if you are out of morale, you can actually use AD, as I showed, to buy more. Let me show you how it's like if you go through all of your... so here you can see this blacksmith is working, it's level 11. And also our adamantine hammer is being used. So we are going to use this artisan to actually spam craft some stuff. Normally you can only click it once and then wait for this. But I noticed that if you click this very quick, you will actually make a couple, which is quicker. And by doing this, also your artisan will level up. So right now it's already level 8. It is actually pretty quick. Let's see, can I make something like this? We can also make this one. So higher level tasks, as normal, will give better XP. Artisan XP multiplier. Yes, let's use that at a higher level task. Can I make something here? No. So the crosses mean that you cannot make that, but we can make iron ingots. So let's make a couple of those. We will not make +1s, but we are leveling up our artisan quite nicely. Bronze longsword, why not? We can make a couple of those. Oh, we have to use high quality. It doesn't select it automatically for some reason. Oh, I think we're out of resources. Bronze file, let's make a couple of these, why not? What is interesting is that you do not need bronze files to make high level tools. No. So for this steel round knife, for example, you don't need iron round knife. You make it out of these items, which is also new from what it used to be. Let's make a ton of these. If we can. No, we cannot. Only one. We did it. So yeah, as you can see, you can craft, especially from the lower level items, you can craft quite a few. High level crafting tasks cost about 40 to rush, so you could make 10 of those, which is still quite decent. Yeah. So is there any companion gear? One more thing, armor smithing is now the combination of mail smithing and plate smithing. So you will not see mail smithing and plate smithing in here. This is both called armor smithing. This will be the highest level of the one of the two that you had converted to the new system. And weaponsmithing is the blacksmithing that we're making now. It used to be called weaponsmithing, but because you're actually making a lot of tools and not just weapons, they have renamed it to blacksmithing. All the others have stayed the same, except of course leadership, which has been renamed to gathering, and which also works quite different results. I think that is as good as it gets. I didn't find a way to use the 4-chammer yet. So what they mention is that you can still use your 4-chammer, and you can use the 4-chammer tool everywhere you want, but for some reason it doesn't work yet. Same for the legendary tools. There was going to be a special one-on-one trait for some other special tools. This has not been implemented yet, and the question is whether your legendary tools will still be worth as much as they are right now. I think probably not. And since you can get the tasks, the high level tasks, pretty easily with your adamantine tools that you can buy, because these have pretty high stats, it's probably, yeah, I'm not sure what will happen with the legendary tools. It's probably a good idea to sell them, but I can imagine if you don't want to do that. One more thing, as you can see, I have some stuff here. This has nothing to do with the professions really, but in the past you would be able to sell blue gear, well, especially blue gear like this. This is not possible anymore, and the only thing you can do now is salvage all this stuff, because it gives RP. That's more of a thing for the next video. There have been some RP changes going on, big RP changes, and I will answer that stuff there. I think for now that's about it on the professions. I hope this answers a lot of questions that you have. It is a downgrade, I think, and I'm probably going to upgrade my sheet. It feels like there are a lot less recipes now. If I look like this, maybe I'm not super sure. But the nice thing is that you can see all the recipes already. Well, once they're implemented, of course. Are they? Yeah, like here you can see already that masterwork is all filled in. And I guess in the end everything is filled in, and they're in a good category, so that's pretty nice. Oh yeah, masterwork 4 and 5 is filled in, and you have your brilliant beads, fanged ornaments, and I think these did not change, so it still costs the brilliant beads, which are very expensive. Commissioned items, which you need for the master crafting 5, and your legendary item also in here. I don't know if this is based on the Wonders of Gaunt event, or whether this is a new level of crafting, because it's at the bottom. Could be also just alphabetic. Seems more logical. Seems to be just the event. So when the Wonders of Gaunt event is, you have some extra recipes here. It's a bit odd that they add this by default, because it's just one extra recipe. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at this. The video has gotten very long. I will try to cut out a little bit, but I don't think I can cut out that much. This is just a very big update, so lots of things to say. If you have any remarks on this video and suggestions on what to investigate next, feel free to leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.